So today we are talking, tomorrow 38,000 dogs will be gone from this world to an early death.
What do you say?
Yep. 1.5 million divided by 365, 38,000 dogs every day dying early because...
You say 3 to 5 years added to your pet's life. Is it another marketing stunt or?
See, I'm not doing this for money or anything. You see, I was doing a job. I was paid 72 lakhs per annum with equity, with permanent work from home. I left that. Dogs which were fed on this fresh and wholesome, nutritious, canine appropriate food lived 3 to 4 years longer than dogs who were only fed on kibbles and carbohydrates. Pet industry globally is a $300 billion industry. China by 2030 will have more pet babies than human babies.
Wow.
For India, I feel in 2028, at least in tier 1 and metro cities, we'll have more pet babies than human babies under the age of 2. Don't get a pet if you are going just by the fun quotient or coolness quotient or social quotient. Veterinary spends in India are all-time high. They're spending 35,000 annually on vet spends in India, growing 30% year on year, which is higher than US on PPP basis. Don't come to the industry because it's growing, because pet industry is projected to go $10 billion in 2030 in India. Let me come to the pet industry.
Is that number real? Welcome to the Pets Are Family podcast, a show where we dive into the latest trends, news and stories in the pet industry. Each episode, we talk to industry experts, founders and pet lovers. Together, we explore ideas, innovations and real stories that are shaping the future of pet care. Basically, everything for pet lovers from pet lovers. I'm your host Anil Reddy. I'm so glad you're here. So, grab a coffee, get comfy and let's jump into today's episode. Our today's guest is someone whose journey is heartfelt and inspiring. A serial entrepreneur, passionate pet parent, a problem solver at heart and a rising force in the Indian pet care industry. Manaall Maniyar is the co-founder and chief business officer of TailBlaze. Their primary focus is to enhance and extend the lives of our beloved pets. His story began in July 2022 when he switched a successful career in the Silicon Valley of India to follow what he calls his true calling, pet care. In today's episode, let's hear from him directly, a story of building TailBlaze and a journey that might inspire your own path in the pet industry. Episode number 2, welcome to Pets Are Family, and we have 3 special guests here. Sir Einstein, Madam Curie, and Mr. Manaall.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And Mr. Manaall works for Einstein, is that right?
Yeah. I'm not the founder of TailBlaze. He is the founder of the TailBlaze. She is the co-founder, Madam Curie, and I just work for them. And so many babies out there.
Awesome. Yeah. So this is our second episode, and I didn't really expect them to be here, and I think it just added that new life to our studio. Thank you for bringing them.
Yeah, truly living to the name, like Pets Are Family.
Pets Are Family.
Family has to be together on important days.
Awesome. So let me start asking you this. Okay, introduce yourself in 1 minute. I know you do a lot of things. I've been reading about you. I had been to TailBlaze website, and also I follow you on LinkedIn. Your stories are very, very inspiring. And just in 1 minute, if you have to explain who you are, give it a shot.
Yeah, so as you already know, I'm not the founder of TailBlaze. I work for Einstein and Curie. A Gujarati guy, born and brought up in Ahmedabad, in the slums of Ahmedabad, always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Started my first memory card business when I was 11-year-old. That gave me like a lot of confidence. Hey, this is very good. Then, made my way through good colleges, did my MBA from MICA marketing, got a PPO into Reckitt, which is again a consumer brand, Dettol, Durex, Harpic, all those amazing brands. Spent 2 years there and understood what consumer brands really look like. Built 2 startups, 0 to 1, Udaan and Dealshare, early stage members, and scaled it up to unicorns. And that's why the calling came to my life. Einstein came to my life right before lockdown. And I became mother to him. And that's when I discovered the deadly carbohydrates truth of the pet industry. And now I'm in front of you building TailBlaze with my founders. That's who I am. So started from Ahmedabad, small town, slums, now living my life in Bangalore. And it's been truly a awesome journey.
From Ahmedabad to Bangalore. I know Bangalore is the pet capital of India. And why Bangalore?
So again, first reason, it's the pet capital of India. When I was building Dealshare actually, and I'm talking about the time like 2020 to 2022, That's when the startup ecosystem was buzzing. The Silicon Valley of India, Bangalore was buzzing. That's when I come to Bangalore, and Einstein followed me, or I should say I followed Einstein. So I came to Bangalore then, and then kind of got deep into this industry, became a canine nutritionist, got a certification course from US. And that's when I was very sure that, hey, I want to start something, and what better place to start from rather than Bangalore. So that's when me and Einstein decided, okay, this is the place. This is going to be our karma bhumi. And we saw so many pets outside our home, so many strays in these beautiful, beautiful souls, that it really like sucked us into this entire scheme of things around Bangalore. Yeah.
Wonderful. How come pet nutrition? Tell me what the landscape looks like in India. Because I've seen food, I have 2 dogs at home. We have never paid so much attention to the nutrition side of it. For us, food is a food. I'm new to this pet parenting and all that. In the past, I had 4 indie dogs at home. Indie dogs, they eat anything and everything. We don't go by the nutrition and stuff. But now I have 2 cane courses, and I have to be extremely careful about their weight and all this stuff, which has become a major issue in India.
Yeah. So, I mean, the journey was personal. As I said, when I got Einstein, when he was 1, he became super obese. Now, if you look at him, he is currently around 34. He was 44 at that time at the age of 1. Got arthritis in both his hind legs. And that's when I figured out that, yaar, I was doing everything which my veterinary doctor was telling me. I was feeding the most expensive dog food out there, and nothing was working. So that's when I figured out that the nutrition is a problem here, and there is something which needs to be done immediately. That's how my first twist with nutrition started. Then I became a canine nutritionist to go deeper into it. And yeah, that's how the story of TailBlaze began. And now you rightly say, right? You had indies initially. Now, because they have come up in an environment which is very native to India, it's very native to them. But if you look at current ecosystem, like more than 400 pet breeds registered in India. You have canine corsos, I have a Labrador, Shih Tzu, and all of these come from different parts of the country, right? Different parts of the globe, actually, not country. And they have different nutrition needs. And if you look at the evolution of dogs, they have evolved from wolves. We have evolved from apes, chimpanzees, and the monkey family. Now, our diet has majorly been carbohydrates rich. Their diets has majorly been protein rich. If you look as a typical wolf diet, it will have less than 10% carbs. So dogs actually don't need carbs at all. They can't synthesize it. So that's where nutrition becomes a big industry or a big space right now, and needs a lot of work, because if you look at pet parenthood, we are doubling in number of pets in India every 4 years.
Especially after the COVID.
After the COVID, like COVID was that inflection point. Every 4 years, we are around 18 million pet dogs and cats. During 2019, we are currently at 42 million pets, dogs and cats.
That's 32 million.
32 million families, but 42 million pets and dogs. So one family might have 2, right? So there are 32 million pet families in India.
Is it the number, is it the real number? Because on the internet, I see all different kind of numbers out there.
See, I mean,
32 million dogs, right?
No, 32 million pet families.
Pet families.
When we're talking about cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs. Right?
And 42 million dogs and cats. I mean, dogs would be around 32, 31 million, and remaining would be cats, around 10 million of them. And it's increasing, right? Doubling every 4 years. You can refute on the number, but again, it's a very, like BBC just gave a report. So there are trusted sources which has given these numbers. It's a ballpark number. We might be more. We might not be less. We might be more, actually, because the kind of adoption which is happening, doubling every 4 years, we are spending more on our pets. So we are spending 37% more year on our pets. So that's why nutrition becomes important, because now we have all these breeds. I go to a lot of sessions, meetings and all. What I've seen is there's a trend of a lot of small breeds coming into the house, like from Shih Tzu, Lhasa, poodles, toy poodle. So nutrition becomes important. You can't feed them roti, chapati, rice, dal, sambar and all that stuff. Right? So yeah.
You mentioned that you became a pet nutritionist. Can you talk more about it? Is it self-taught, or did you do a course about it? I think audience watching out there want to know more about it. And I'll tell you why I asked this question. So I'm new to this industry. It's only been a year. Okay. And I've been debating, should I do a course, or should I, to feel that I belong here, should I do a course? Like, is there any like animal psychology course so that I understand animals better? So that's the question.
The best course is spending time with dogs. And if you're into cats or any pet, spend times with them. That's how I started. Whenever I used to come back from Dealshare, my office was in HSR. I used to live in MG Road. Come back, and there were around 33 stray dogs around my area vicinity where I used to experiment with food. I came to know, I had an idea that, okay, this is the kind of food which is needed. I have to remove carbs and give proteins. So every day these 33 strays and Einstein used to wait for me like 7:30, all of them together eating the meals which I prepared. So that was the start. But then I thought, okay, I need to really go deeper into this. If I have to build something which is, kind of affecting so many pets and going to affect so many pets and going forward, I better have some pedigree. So that's when I did a canine nutritionist course from US. It was hybrid. Like I spent a couple of months there, but most of the time here. DNM University was there. I learned canine nutrition, and that's when I got the nitty gritty of things. Okay, this is the technology, this is the ingredients, these are the recipes, and then all of them and my experience with these babies came together to shape up the journey where I'm going to right now.
Wonderful. Coming back to TailBlaze, very bold statement. Okay, I haven't seen anybody claiming that, especially in the pet industry. You say 3 to 5 years added to your pet's life. Is it another marketing stunt, or is it a proven thing? What is it?
Yep. So, it's definitely not just marketing. Otherwise I'll be screwed over by all the authorities out there. So, as I said, when I started this, I figured out that carbohydrates is the problem. Went deeper into it and came across a report from Belgian researchers, Dr. Lippertz and Bruno. Now, these guys have been shouting it out loud for a very long time, at least a decade now, that whatever commercial food you're feeding, especially kibbles, it has 45 to 55% carbs. And they did a study with around 550 dogs. They've kept one group A on kibbles, group B on fresh food.
I think I came across this.
Yeah, fresh food, which is balanced and nutritious fresh food, not the home food, like appropriate. And they did the comparison study, and what they figured out is dogs which were fed on this fresh and wholesome, nutritious, canine appropriate food lived 3 to 4 years longer than dogs who were only fed on kibbles and carbohydrates. Now, if you look at the industry, pet industry globally is a $300 billion industry.
Wow.
70% of it comes from kibbles, dry dog food, all your big brands. I don't want to take a name, but you know what kibbles are, dry dog food, right? Now, $200 billion worth of dog food consumed every year. That accounts, so I did this calculation and all, it accounts to 1.5 million early deaths in dogs every year. So today we are talking, tomorrow 38,000 dogs will be gone from this world to an early death.
What are you saying?
Yep. 1.5 million divided by 365, 38,000 dogs every day dying early because 70% of the industry is dry dog food, 70% of the industry is carbohydrates. So what we are doing at TailBlaze is removing that nasty ingredient and making a canine appropriate protein rich food. So whatever product you see in TailBlaze, 40% minimum proteins, carbs as low as 12 to 15%. And actually when I'm saying this, we are already working on building an Ayurvedic indigenous drug in India, which is inspired by the philosophy of Vata, Kapha and Dosha, and how can we reduce the immunogrowth function hormone buildup in dogs and actually add more. Like I'm currently talking about 3 to 5 years, probably next year or 2 years down the line, I'll be talking about 8 to 10 years. So yeah, it's where I've spent my 3 years going to the depth of everything and come to this conclusion of how are we able to going and making impact in their lives.
Super. Tell me the different kind of treats that you have currently and where are you selling and how are you even promoting this? It's a very hard sell, right? Because without an education, nobody would even look at the product like this. Because if you just talk about nutrition, it goes as bouncer. Because a lot of people, they just rush up and get a dog. And it takes a while for them to know how to raise a dog. For example, you spoke about no carbs. We all have no clue about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely no clue. My colony, there's so plenty dogs that we all think rice mixed with meat is what the dog food is. We have no clue about the carb things. It's something new. How are you even trying to tell the customers about no carbs, pure nutrition? And what kind of treats do you have? What are the varieties of treats do you have?
Yeah, so first of all, again, I mean, it's a journey. A lot of pet parents in India, first time pet parents, this entire pet parenthood began in 2019. Last 2 years, if you see the adoption in India, 77% of it has been Gen Z and millennials. Dual income, no kids, one kid, two pets, all of this, right? So all of us are learning, you know. And if you look at the consumption of pet videos and educational content on social media, if you look at Instagram, top 10 hashtags, 4 as dogs or pets in it. So people are also learning. So that's what we are leveraging, you know, we are trying to connect or use those mediums where people are actually connected and, you know, trying to consume information. So the likes of Instagram, we have built a WhatsApp community, like building there, you know, and that's where like we have not done outrageous marketing so far. It's been a lot of word of mouth, content which connects with people. Talking about the treats, what people are actually confused about is they're trying to solve it. People don't know what to feed, you know. People are, as I said, there's an education lacuna out there. So we have actually made it simpler. Like you go to our website, there's, if your dog is an anxiety, there's an anxiety treat. You don't have to think whether I should be giving chicken, lamb, vegetarian. We are doing that work for you. If your dog has a picky eating problem, there is a rich kesar, mango and mutton treats, you know. It's completely balanced. If your dog has a sensitive skin, by the way,
Kesar mango treat.
yeah, kesar mango and Lucknowi mutton, you know. And then if your dog has
A human grade treats or what?
yeah, you can actually try it. I am a vegetarian, but you can actually eat
The
it.
dry meat.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, you can definitely. This is a mango mutton. This is LOL, liver out loud. I don't know if you like chicken liver, but
I'm just paying.
it's good. You can try with a small thing.
With Sir Einstein's permission.
First, we'll have to give them. Otherwise, they will not allow us. Curry. This is human grade, complete.
What is this?
This is chicken liver. I don't know if you can eat chicken liver.
Yeah, I eat everything.
This is chicken liver, rosemary, and a bit of hemp in it. Training treats. Completely human grade. The biggest flavor in my factory is. That's why I asked you, chicken liver. I don't know if you can have it or not.
I'm fine with it, but yeah, approved.
The biggest flavor actually is grandma's cheese and chicken, which is a brain and muscle development treat. So my lot of team eats that because there is a cheese and chicken to it. So yeah, that's all. This is human grade. So yeah, so every function you have a treat. You don't have to put your brain. Okay, what I have to give my pet. LOL is our top selling because a lot of pet parents, as I said, first time pet parents, it's a training treat. So they want something to make their pets calm, train, you know, follow their orders and everything. So yeah, that's where, I mean, we are making the journey easier for pet parents actually.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that I just tried a dog treat and I think this is going to go viral. Okay. Dude, you are everywhere, man. You are a founder and you're building something amazing and you're active on social media, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. You're everywhere. How do you find time? And does Sir Einstein approve all this? Or does he also tag along everywhere you go? How does your day look like?
Yeah, so my day looks like Einstein waking up at 5:36. That's the biological clock he's got. He doesn't need an alarm. So yeah, my day starts early actually. It ends late. And Einstein actually helps me deliver all these things, you know. It's a journey where I've been giving at least 15 to 16 hours every day from last 3 years, almost 3 years now. And without a break, even on vacations, we are thinking what to do, what not to do. Vacations, I'm with him and Madam
You
QV.
have to be with him.
Yeah. They're always,
For him.
yeah, they're always around. And he helps me actually. He comes to the factory and office daily with me every day. Morning, he'll take a supervision of all the workers and everyone, people, whatever work they're doing. So takes away half an hour, like spares me half an hour bandwidth. I don't have to do it. And I mean, it's more about, see, I'm not doing this for money or anything. You see, I was doing a job. I was paid 72 lakhs per annum with equity, with permanent work from home. I left that to do this. So money was not my driver. I think I found my calling, my ikigai in this. And that is what drives me. I'm always on it. And it gives me a lot of satisfaction actually.
Wonderful.
You know, if I'm not doing something, I get depressed. So people ask me, how's your mental health? I'm like, my mental health has been the best in the last few years. If I don't do something, then it really deteriorates. Like we talk a lot about mental health, and obviously because of these, my mental health is amazing as well. So yeah, I mean, I have the bandwidth to do everything, so it doesn't feel like a lot of load or cognition load or anything to me. So yeah, that's where, I mean, he's everywhere. I'm just following.
Oh, fantastic, man. I can't believe that you take him everywhere you go.
Yeah, he takes me.
And
You're getting it wrong.
And what does your factory tour look like? Who follows who?
So factory tour is obviously I have to decide on what is getting produced every day, but it's Einstein who will approve. So the process is simple. We have daily.
Is it one of the reason why he's little overweight?
No, that's not one of the reasons.
You try it on him.
No, because this is all proteins, so he can't get overweight with this. So Einstein. One reason is he gets a lot of stress when I'm not there, and he'll do stress eating. He'll convince other people, feed me this. He'll eat chapati and he'll not understand. He'll not listen to anyone.
Back to carbs when
back to carbs when I'm gone. So now I have followed it that for the next 3 months we are having Thursday fasting. So as you said, today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is a fasting day.
You both fast together.
Yeah, we both fast together. So yeah, coming back to how the factory tour looks like. I mean, everyday production is planned. I oversee it personally because any batch, even if I'm 95% not sure, I'll not let it go in the market. We actually have 80 beta dog testers in Bangalore as well who try our products. So whatever, like randomly we pick out batches and give it to our dog model community. There are like 80 dedicated dogs who will get our products, they'll try, give feedback, and we keep on doing it. And Einstein and Curie, obviously no product, as you see, like I have a lol here, he will have it, then only we'll put it on Blinkit, BB Now, wherever we are.
Wow, wonderful. Is that all the channels that you've signed up with? Is there any other way that you're currently promoting your product?
So if I tell you, I mean, this is TailBlaze 2.0 for us. We started TailBlaze in 2022 first, and we couldn't find any manufacturing facility who could deliver this kind of product. So that's when I built my first pet care company, SAPL Pets, SAPL we call it. And last 2 to 3 years, I've been so involved in SAPL to make the production, everything. It's a very fundamentally strong business now what we have.
So SAPL manufactures food for TailBlaze.
Yep. So we have set it up, and then TailBlaze kind of was there. I mean, we were there in offline. We exported to multiple countries, everything. But now, starting this year, we have completely rechannelized and pivoted around our strategy. Now we are available on our website. We just got available on quick commerce, Blinkit, BB Now, Instamart, and Amazon Now. Again, Amazon Now is a quick commerce platform for Amazon coming soon. And we introduced India's first custom fresh dog food. So that is where now this entire nutrition game is going. So traits are there. Obviously, they have always been there.
India's first nutrition custom dog food.
Yeah, nutritious custom fresh dog food.
Fresh dog food.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's where we are going, and it's completely on WhatsApp. So basically, you come to WhatsApp. It's built on AI. The AI will ask you some questions. You have lorem ipsum. Some questions will be asked.
How does it work? It's a number that you have to message.
So it's a number you have to message. You say bow bow or hi. Then Sir Einstein will come to your chat. He said, "Hey, I'm Einstein. What's your dog's name?" We'll say lorem. Then he'll ask the dog.
Is it live now?
Yeah, it's live.
Fun.
We have around, we are piloting it. We just started it like a couple of months back. We have 50 users in Bangalore. We are not expanding beyond it. We are waiting for the final thing to launch. So it's pre-launch. 50 users last 3 months, 100% retention. They are paying like 7-8K every month to get this food delivered every week to their doorstep. Wow. So Bangalore, we are doing 99 minutes delivery and next day delivery. So the thing is, you come to this WhatsApp chat, he'll ask dog's name, age, breed, size, any problem. So we have again identified few problems like obesity, skin and coat, infection, picky eating, all that. You have to give the input there, and then a custom recipe will be made for your dog and delivered to your doorstep in as low as 99 minutes.
As low as 99 minutes?
Yeah. And the portion size will also be customized. So let's say you have lorem, you would need like 500 grams per meal. So we'll get a 500 grams. I have a Shih Tzu, she'll need around 125 grams. So she'll get 125 grams of food. So you don't have to again put your brains as a pet parent. I know how challenging pet parenthood is. You are making it simpler with happy pet, but that's the challenge, right? Pet parenthood is difficult. So that's why we are trying to remove that entire difficulty around from the nutrition side while you do all the other things.
What is the price that? What are the
So a meal would start as low as 60 rupees per meal.
Man, that's affordable, man.
Yeah, that's pretty affordable with 40% proteins. Again, nothing nasty, very healthy.
How's it packed?
So it'll come in a pack of a transparent pack so that you can see ingredients. There will be a label with your dog's name written on it. So let's say you ordered for Lorem, so there will be like a printed label which says this food is for Lorem. On the back side, you will see all the ingredients,
What's
how
the
it has
shelf
made.
life?
So shelf life is 28 days. So you don't have to put it in fridge. The best thing is you don't have to put it in the fridge for 28 days. Once you open it, but because the meal size is customized, you don't have to keep it in the fridge. But once you open it, it is good to be consumed in one day. If you keep it in the refrigerator.
Or keep it in
But yeah, no need to put it in the refrigerator. Just cut, pour, and serve. Because we did it, why we did this was a lot of vegetarian families. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat myself, but dogs are.
But you deal with meat every day.
Yeah, every day. But because my babies, like my founders need it, so
Founders
Yeah.
need it. You work for them.
yeah.
Got it. For someone who wants to get into this space, tell me how big is this industry in India compared to the neighboring countries or Western or the European world?
Yeah, one of the fastest growing countries, I would say, because if you look at the population of Netherlands, for example, it's 17 million human population. We already have 31 million pet families and 40 million pet dogs and cats. That's how we are going. And the thing is, India is becoming richer. I mean, obviously, you can talk about income disparity and all, but we are growing, right? We are the fourth largest economy now. We are spending, as I said, that we are spending 37% more year on year on our pets. So yeah, it's becoming massive. If you look at the recent BBC report, it valued the industry at around $2.5 billion. Like there are figures that someone quotes 1.5, someone goes 2.5, but it's like even if it is 1.5, 2.5, 2, whatever, it's big, And two reasons driving it. One is the adoption, quickly increasing. As I said, dual income, no kids, LGBTQ couples having pets. Pets are coming, like mental health has been the worst our generation, and it's only deteriorating. So again, that is also feeding to the rise in adoption. So many. There is a virality quotient around pets. A lot of people don't talk about it, but I have seen that there is a neighborhood clustering which happens when a pet comes into a neighborhood. So when a pet comes into the neighborhood, in the 5 years, you will see that there are multiple pets in that neighborhood. That's the virality quotient which kicks in. So that's been happening. Metro cities like Bangalore, Mumbai, Gurgaon, and now even tier 1, tier 2 cities. So I'll tell you, with our pilot with TailBlaze Fresh, one of our consumers is from Nagaland.
What?
Nagaland, like he's also that person who like he has a Shih Tzu. So every month I see, like my team comes to me that we've got an order of 5,000 rupees for treats. He spends 5,000 rupees just on treats every month for
This is not the customized food you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a pilot user for customized food, but he spends, how we came to know about this because he's spending 5,000 on treats every month, So that kind of influence, like even in the corners like Nagaland, it's happening. So it's a massive industry, growing. I still feel we are very underpenetrated. I mean, we are where China was around 7 years back, US around 10 years back. China last year had more pet babies than human babies under the age of 2. Goldman Sachs 2024 report. China by 2030 will have more pet babies than human babies.
Wow.
Twice the pet babies than human babies under the age of 2. For India, I feel in 2028, at least in tier 1 and metro cities, we'll have more pet babies than human babies under the age of 2 in 2028.
That's a good news.
That's a great news. Yeah. So anyone coming into the industry, this industry needs many great entrepreneurs. It's a massive industry. There are massive white spaces. I mean, I just want a lot of good entrepreneurs who come with a cause, should come here, not just having a Me Too product, their story, different marketing, different packaging. It doesn't like, it is what not is needed, We need some really impactful people coming into the industry. So yeah, that's where I mean, massive impact industry and a lot of space.
Nice. Tell me, honestly, how has your personal life been since 2022? You left a big paycheck job and you're following your passion. And what you're selling is a story. It's not a product. And I don't see you're here for business. I see that you're building something meaningful. When you're building meaningful, money doesn't follow immediately.
Yeah.
So from 22 to 25, how was life been?
I would say I have never been more satisfied with my life. I haven't taken a penny home in the last 3 years, been surviving on my savings and partners' money and everything. But I still feel that, it has changed me as a person a lot, this journey. My tagline is long live love. I mean, I would,
Tell me about it.
yeah, long live love.
Is it LOL, LOL?
No, it's LOL is the liver out loud treats, But long live love is a tagline because I feel that dogs have like 12, 13, 14 years now. Even if we try to maximize it to 15, 16 years, it's still less, right? I know that I'm going to outlive Einstein and Curie. And it's a dreadful thought. Sometimes I get it and I'm like shattered.
What are you feeling?
Yeah. So this long live love words actually drives me every day. That I have to make sure that every day is precious. I can't just do nothing about it. I have to make sure they live with me as long as I wish. I not only wish for, I make sure that every day I wake up with the same enthusiasm, and that's been the story. Entrepreneurship is full of setbacks. It's not at all glamorous. You know that, Anil.
Absolutely.
You have been doing this. Yeah, so full of setbacks. Yeah, crazy journey. I won't regret it. I would not want it any other way.
For people like you, all I can say is, I wish you the best, man.
Thank you so much.
The final message to the audience.
Yeah, one
Okay, let's split the audience into two. One, pet parents who don't know about the nutrition, and another one, entrepreneurs who want to get into this.
Okay, so I'll first put a very generalized thing because this has been one thing which has been concerning me a lot. A lot of pet adoption is happening. People are getting pets for the sake of it because someone got it. Pets are lovely. I mean, they are big responsibilities. The number of abandoned dogs which I see now, it's massive. And it really saddens me. 2-3 weeks back, I found one abandoned Indian Spitz on road, all infested with ticks, fleas, very, very shattered, like afraid of even, human being coming near to him. So I don't know what he would have gone through. Somehow I got him adopted. Pets are responsibility. When you say pets are family, family comes with responsibilities, right?
Absolutely.
Don't get a pet if you are going just by the fun quotient or coolness quotient or social quotient. If you are getting a pet, understand that they definitely are like kids. Are kids who will never grow beyond 2 to 3 years of age, the mental age. And that's the best part actually, that they will never have that kind of
You
thinking.
still call them a kid even after they grow. Even kids, you don't call them kid.
Yeah. So they will remain pet forever, right? Kids comes with responsibility. So don't get a pet if you, for any other reason, it's a lot of responsibility. One, and responsible parenthood comes with having knowledge about everything, right? When you become a father, when you become a human father, right? Or a mother, you talk to your grandparents, mother, like, how do I bring this up? This is the first time something. It's a similar journey here as well. So that's why the nutrition thing, again, I'll pick that up. If you're getting a pet, understand what they really need, what they don't need. Veterinary spends in India are all time high. We're spending 35,000 annually on vet spends in India, growing 30% year on year, which is higher than US on PPP basis. A lot of responsibility. So do a lot of research about nutrition, what they should be fed, because if your pet is happy, healthy, you will be happy. That entire aura in the house will change. So yeah, it's a responsibility. Make sure you read everything. Don't just buy products because someone has told you. Do your own research. Don't buy chemicals for your pets. You can't eat a McDonald's for every meal of your life. Your pet shouldn't eat 45 to 55% carbohydrates for every meal of their lives. So make sure you make a very researched call. I'm not saying you come buy from me, whatever suits you, but do your own research. Okay. For entrepreneurs, don't come to the industry because it's growing. Because pet industry is projected to go $10 billion in 2030 in India. Let me come to the pet industry. That should not be the reason.
Is that number real?
Yeah. It's as real as it gets. We are very underpenetrated. You will see, like US still is growing by 7-8% year on year with 75% pet population penetration. You look at Farmer's Dog. Farmer's Dog, 8th year of inception, again fresh food, custom fresh food in US. They did $1.2 billion of revenue last year. Profitable with 92% retention. a market like US, which is much more matured, is growing by that number. So India is massive scope. We are, as I said, 2028 more pet babies than human babies in India. So don't come to it because of this. Come to it because you have identified a problem which needs a real solution, and you have it. You have a solution which is sellable, marketable. And when I mean by marketable, sellable, it should be feasible, it should be appealing enough to consumers, it should solve their real core need, So yeah, that's what, otherwise, I see many brands, because we have SAPL as well, which manufactures for so many brands as well. We have seen 120 brands come and go in last 2 years, because they were just there for the fun of the pet industry. Don't do that. If you're solving a problem, there are so many unsolved problems. There is a lot of problem around dog adoption, where to get the best dog, how to get adopted, abandoned dogs, how to rehabilitate them. That's a problem. There is so many problems around the grooming. The ecosystem needs, although it's picking up very fast, the ecosystem needs to be fixed. There is so much problem around how do pet parenthood becomes easier, like something like which you are building, Happy Pet. It's about making pet parenthood easier, right?
Absolutely.
There's so many spaces, like nutrition, there are so many spaces in terms of hydration, nutrition, and so many other things, right? Veterinary, industry is massive.
Wow. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from this episode, and thank you so much. And this is one of the most informative thing, not just for me, for all the audience out there, and especially for pet parents who know nothing about nutrition. I think this is going to be the starting point. And do you have any information on the website for them to learn more about nutrition?
Absolutely. If you go to tailblaze.in, we have personally invested a lot of time on why we exist. That page will talk you through the carbohydrates trap, why it is important, the anatomy of dogs, how it is still similar to wolves, the entire jaw structure and all. So people can read about it. And we'll also go massive on Instagram and content in coming few months to make sure that there's a lot of knowledge gap which needs to be filled. So yeah, I'm just trying hard to make sure that we grow a lot of informed pet parents community, not just pet parents, but informed pet parents. So that's the mission. And yeah, happy to come across people like you actually who are on the same track, solving something massive. So yeah, it's always good people coming together to make sure that we have great, happy, healthy pets who live longer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Manaall. Thank you so much for
Maniyar.
coming to the Pets of Family. And the previous person drove all the way from Hubli. And I always have a special respect for people who drive all the way from Bangalore. That's Konan Kunte. Driving in Bangalore is much more challenging than coming all the way from. There are people ready to come from Delhi also. But a special respect and love for people who drive in Bangalore.
Anything for the pet babies.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. If you like this episode, don't forget to support us, share it with your friends, and if you know someone else doing amazing work in the pet space, recommend them to us. We'd love to bring their story to you. Until next time, stay happy and keep loving your pets.